keep the van, and I'll just go rent a car. So we go to the rental car place. Would you believe Enterprise got no cars? We don't have a car on Thursday. I have never seen an Enterprise that got no cars. But come to North Georgia, you'll find it. I caught three Enterprises: Blue Ridge, Blairsville, and Jasper. And they don't have not a car. Three. So I kind of had an idea. I said, hey, I'll just ride my motorcycle. Give me a chance to ride it without hurt. I kind of like doing that. But anyway, so I brought my motorcycle. What I was saying, be prepared for anything because it'll happen. And this meetings out here had to happen. But before I came here, I had to have a meeting with my vice president and my manager about another bid we're working on. I was not going to miss that meeting. And my vice president flew in from Virginia. I couldn't miss that. So anyway, always have a backup plan. Always have something. Be ahead in sales. You got to always be thinking ahead. Always be thinking ahead. Because if not, you'll be in trouble. I use a West Georgia example. This is a great example. I don't know if anybody really knew this till recently, but there were the sideline exclusives. I don't know. Sideline exclusives is it comes out, has to be ordered by December 1st, and it comes in July of the next year. And if you don't order it, you don't get it. There's no add-ons. There's nothing. I mean, they only make what's ordered, and sometimes they screw up. So West Georgia, about 2 years ago, got all their stuff in. They were missing 4 polo shirts. So I'm calling Nike. I'm like, hey, we're missing 4 polo. We don't have any more. Sorry, your order's just short. My second year of the contract, I was scared to death. I ain't gonna lie, I was scared. This is rough. Coach Hall's first year, you know, I was scared. Second year, maybe, I was nervous. So I'm just sitting here thinking, what am I gonna do? I start thinking about, well, is there something I can substitute? You know, nothing even looks like it. You know. So I do this. I rub my head. And I look down there. There's an East Bay magazine there, right there. Looking at East Bay magazine. You know what? This may be, because what East Bay does, if you don't know, East Bay's owned by Foot Locker, the mall stores. That's who owns East Bay. Well, East Bay, they buy all the Nike stuff that goes out of line. So like they'll stock a bunch of the sideline exclusive stuff because it's, you know, they're gonna be the only ones that ever has it. So I'm like, okay. Call up East Bay. I paid full price for them jokers, but West Georgia got their polos, and I paid for them with my own credit card, but they got their polos. Just gotta be thinking ahead all the time. Be prepared. Don't ever get in this time, you gotta go to a meeting not prepared. It's like going to a classroom never studying for a test. Well, that probably happens a lot, but I ain't gonna lie, I did it too. So I graduated, thank the Lord. But, you know, I this
thank the Lord.
has been the most fun job that I've ever had overall. I mean, you can ask my wife or anybody in my family. They know when to stay away from Daddy. They know because they can see when I've had bad days. They can see when I pick up the phone and I call Nike rep, she won't help. Or I call my customer service rep. Well, I'll get to it when I have time. You know, they can see that stuff in me, and I shouldn't let it be that way. But I get quiet when I get upset. As you can tell, I don't have a problem talking. I always yak too much, but I get quiet. You got to learn to handle the stress in this job. Because if you don't, it will blow you up. Guys, in Georgia alone, since I've been here 5 years, we've had 3 sales pros in the state of Georgia have open heart surgery because of stress. That's the only thing they can figure out. I mean, these guys, you look at me like I'm a candidate. I probably am. I'm a big old boy. These guys out running 5-6 miles a day, doing all kinds of, but they can't handle the stress. There's nothing bigger than your health. I'm not gonna let it stress me out to the point that it makes me sick. A lot of people will. They'll stress to the point it makes them sick. And they're successful, but not at your health. Another thing, when you get out and you get your careers, maybe the farthest thing in your mind, don't have families. Allow time for your families, because this job can be consuming from July until about December 15th. It's 16, 18-hour days. Not gonna lie to you. 16, 18-hour days. Then you get a break from about December 15th to about January 15th. Then it goes crazy till about mid-March. Then you party. So, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. From May until July, I could go on like a round the world trip if I could afford it, and nobody would ever miss me. But on July 15th, no, the week after Dead Week, you know, high school Dead Week after Dead Week, I better be on my phone. 'Cause it's gonna start ringing. It's gonna start ringing. So, you know, what I'm saying, you have a lot of freedom, but you gotta really bust it when you can. You gotta work hard when you can, when you need to work, that's when you gotta work. And there's times that you want to do something else and you just can't do it, you know. Last Thursday, I worked that morning really hard down in Atlanta. I drove all the way back to Blue Ridge, picked up my wife and kids, drove to Raven County, which is about an hour and 45 minutes through the winding road, 40 miles. Not far, but it takes forever. Just so I can watch my son play a JV football game. You know, I mean, I think it's important that I'm there. And I'm gonna be there when I can. There's times I can't. I'm gonna miss his last 2 varsity games this year. And it just really kills me that I gotta miss his last 2 varsity games. So I talked to him about it. You know, I said, hey, I'm gonna miss the Union games. I'm gonna miss, I can't remember the other one. I'm gonna miss those because I gotta be in Dallas or I gotta be in Nashville. It's okay, Dad, because you're gonna be making money. That's what he says. It's funny. I gotta have my motor fixed for my Surveyor. You know, he understands there's a trade-off because there's a lot of times that we have together that we wouldn't have if I had a 9 to 5 every day. You know, if I want to go watch my daughter do her little school play or whatever they do, I just go and see it. I don't know what it is. Some kind of song, dance, song. I don't know. But I go watch her play softball. You know, I can take that time to do that, but that means at night, I'm gonna be working till 10 o'clock in the morning sometimes. So that's another thing about this job is you gotta be able to do what works for you. We have a new guy, named Colton, and we had a sales meeting a couple of weeks ago, and they just were talking and said, Colt, how's everybody been helping you out? He said, well, I've learned a couple of things from these guys. My regional manager said, what is it? Well, I know if I got a problem at 12 o'clock at night and I need help, I can call Jeff. If I got a problem at 4 in the morning, I can call Aaron. Everybody does it different. Aaron gets up at 3 in the morning, works till about 9, goes to schools. 3 o'clock, he's done, he's shut down, phone's off, computer's closed, he's done for the day. Me, I roll out of bed about 10:30, 11. No, I'm up early, but I work late. I'm a night owl. I'm not a morning person. I'm not a morning person. Another great thing about this job, you can be any kind of person you want to be. You can be a late bloomer, you can be an early riser, because you can make it work for you. So, talked about salary, talked about having a job. A typical day, real quick. I'm going to a typical week real quick, and I'm going to let you guys ask questions, because I know I can tell when people start looking around the town. I go, no, nobody's doing that, but I can tell. Mondays. Generally on Monday, I'm an office guy in my house. I have a home office. I go in my office, I close the door, I turn the TV on for noise. I can't work when it's quiet. It blows my mind. I just can't. I start thinking about everything else. I have to have something distracting me there so I can do work here. I'm one of those guys. And I will work in my office, 9 o'clock till lunch. I try to take my wife to lunch every Monday. We'll go to lunch about 12:30, come back about 2. I'll work until I feel like I'm done. And that could be 5 o'clock, it could be 4 o'clock, it could be 10 at night, depending on the time of year. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm gone. I'm on the road. I'm hitting it. I'm making money then. I'm getting out there and working. Because, I got some coaches who will email me everything they want. I never have to go see them. I got a school that I've only been in twice, and they buy $40,000 a year from me. I've only been there twice. Because they email it all at one time. This is what we want for the year. Okay. Do it. But I have a big territory. One of the problems I feel like with our company, if we discuss this in our management meeting hadn't happened yet, but I'm kind of being groomed for management. I'm trying not to be, but they kind of want me to be. So, I do University of West Georgia, Villa Rica High School. Then I go all of Clayton County, the entire county of Clayton. I have a contract for all their uniforms. I do every uniform, all Clayton County schools, middle and high, and elementary, because I do PE equipment. That's a big part of my business, the biggest part probably. Then I have Rockdale County, all the way out to Covington. I have one school in Covington, that's the one I never go to, they just tell me everything, you know, a little private school. And then, when I'm done, I have Cass High School, Adairsville High School, Gilman County High School, and Pickens High School. So, I just recently got those schools and I was like doing cartwheels, because that's the closest to my house. I live in Blue Ridge. Remember that, Blue Ridge, you don't know where it is, way up there. So I was excited to get Cass, Gilmer, Adairsville, and Pickens, because now I can do a day trip and be done. You know, one day, 4 schools, back home, probably a decent hour, I'm done. But I do a Clayton County, the way I work my weeks, Mondays at home, Tuesday, let's just pick a Clayton County week. I'll go to Clayton County on Tuesday, I'll work 4 or 5 high schools, and just, you know, middle schools, it's not a lot. It takes a few minutes to drop by middle school, drop off a book or whatever, and sit in anything. So I try to knock out half the county in 1 week. And then I'll spend the night, usually somewhere around Stockbridge or wherever. And then it depends on if it's a West Georgia week or if it's a Rockdale County week. If it's a Rockdale week, I'll go out to Rockdale County, hit Rockdale County, Salem, Newton, you know, places like that. Then that usually puts me to Wednesday night about 6 o'clock. Some nights I go back home, and some nights I just stay another night and I go back to our office in Woodstock and go to my decorators, make sure my decoration stuff's going right. You know, it's more of a makeup day. Let's say I couldn't see somebody on Tuesday, and I can swing back by and see them on Wednesday. You know, Thursday is truly that makeup day. I can go swing by and see them. I can go decoration. You know, kind of a wind down time. Now I know you're thinking there's one more day in the week, but there is. It's Friday. It's Friday. Every 2 weeks I hit Pickens, Gilmer, Cass, and Adairsville. The other Friday, I don't hit nothing. I'll do nothing. I try not to. It's another office day. You know, all that week that I've accumulated orders and all this, I use that Friday to check on orders, make sure things are coming in, see where it's at, the decoration process, emails, whatever. Then I get up on Monday and I start it all over again. And it always starts in Clayton County on Tuesdays. Just about every week, Clayton County Tuesday. And it'd be this side of Clayton or that side of Clayton. So I've kind of got it down to where I've got my system now, my pattern. When I first started, golly, I lived in East Cobb when I first started, and I have a coach that loves to call me. I'll be there about an hour. I'll see you in about an hour. I jump in the car and I take off. Man, if I tried to do that now, I'd be dead. There's no way. You can do that when you first start. I had a coach the other day call me, and this is a prime example of what you deal with. He's mad because I haven't come and seen him over in wrestling singles. I said, will you even match me yet? You know, I'm scheduled for this school on this day, I'll be there. Oh no, it's got to do, I got it. And then he calls the guy he used to work with at another school that worked for us, wants him to come work, do his stuff. So this guy calls me and says, what, you know, well, this guy was brand new for us. So he had time to run out there every time this coach called and do whatever. So I just basically told the coach, this is my school, y'all are under contract with me. And if you want these products, you have to come through me. Because we're not going to, you know, do this kind of stuff. Well, I'm sorry, you know. And I told him, I said, I have $1.3 million in sales. You can't just run every time a coach hollers. Now, granted, you can do your best to help them. You're going to do your best to make them happy. We have a 24-hour rule, or I do. If I hadn't come back to you within 24 hours and something's wrong with me, I had staph infection, got really, really sick first week of football season. Went to the hospital. I mean, they didn't know if I was gonna make it. I mean, it was pretty bad. And I had coaches texting me, "Are you okay? Is something wrong?" Because they sent me an email and I hadn't responded. They knew something had to be wrong. Because you got to train these coaches. Train these coaches. It'll be all right. The whole key. Because they get used to working with you and everything's good. And this business is very relationship driven. If you're not a relationship type person, then you got to be able to separate business from friendship. But there's been several coaches that I'll go to their house and go jump pool, cook out, do whatever, because it's also relationships, friendships. Very rewarding business, very rewarding job, a lot of hard work. That's in a nutshell. That's it. Hard work, make your own money that you want to make, be rewarded, but it's not going to happen if you don't put forth the effort. But that's everything in life. That's everything. You don't put forth the effort. You don't try in a class. You're not going to get an A unless you're in that master's class I had. That was the most awesome class I ever had. Once took a master's degree class, and I went the first day and the last day, turned in a paper, got an A. Never showed up. Undergrad's a little harder than master's sometimes. Then I had another master's class, and I'm glad because it just took every bit of the time I had to keep up with that one. So, but any questions at all? I mean, I'll be glad to answer any questions you got. Yes.
Okay, I know you said that you do like a lot and moving back and forth. Do you multitask with doing all this stuff, or do you just do one thing and just stick to that and then go to the next thing?
Oh no, I'm multitasking. One of the reasons I work late at night is because during the day, if I'm trying to enter orders, this thing right here, I'm gonna pull this out. I ain't looked at it the whole time. I bet I got at least 10 emails. This thing is, I got 2 voicemails and a frozen up phone. But I guarantee there's 10 emails on this thing. And no, there's not, because I don't have any service. When I go outside, the phone's gonna be broken. Promise you. I have 7 text messages and 2 emails showing right now. And I ain't been outside. That's just in the last hour and 15 minutes. So yes, I do have to multitask. And I will be in a meeting with one coach. Now one thing that I will do, I have this one coach, I love him, he's one of my favorite guys. He's an athletic director. And you can go and meet with him, and you can plan on an hour for 10 minutes worth of work, because he'll be like, yeah, I want to check on, he'll start doing something else. And you're like, pull it out. You want to check on what? What do you want to check on? But he just gets off on another tangent. I can't be rude and say, look, I don't have time to wait on you to send an email. I don't have time to wait on you to do this. So, yeah. So while he's doing that, guess what I'm doing? Checking my email, answering my emails and that kind of stuff. So yeah, a lot of multitasking. 2 phones at one time kind of things. I have, since we moved to Blue Ridge, I have actually hired my wife to help me because I couldn't keep up with everything. My wife tracks my back orders and she checks inventories. And when you place an order, it's more just putting it in the computer. You got to check the inventory, make sure it's there. If it's not there, you got to email the coaches back, say it's not here. What do you want to do? It's going to be here this day. What do you want to do? So it's a lot more to it than just punching it in the computer. But multitasking, absolutely. You got to be. You can't multitask. You'd be crazy. And if you're doing a custom uniform order, if you ever get in this business, you do a custom uniform order. Notice that word custom? I actually hate custom orders. But if you're doing one, do not be distracted by anything, because your shorts will come back and they will be the wrong design. Or your one situation from McKeitron, I ordered custom uniform, ordered their white shorts twice, and didn't order me any blue shorts one year. Then I gotta fix that. To understand, Nike, when a deadline is a deadline is a deadline, when it's over, you ain't getting it until next year. I was past the deadline, so I had to come. I got creative. I made it work. I fixed it. Coach was real happy the way it was fixed. So, yeah, a lot of multitasking, but you gotta be careful not to goof up what your primary thing. Anybody else? Yes.
Where did your opportunity come from? How did you get into with BSN?